I do wardrobe declutters regularly, but I think there has been a huge thing that's been holding me back in the past with my declutters, and I haven't really ever shared that with you guys. So I want to share that with you in today's video. And then also something else that I have always been far too afraid to do is to count the amount of items that I have in my wardrobe. It is a terrifying thought, honestly, to know how many pieces I have in my wardrobe, but that is something that I want to do today, and I'm going to count the amount that I have at the beginning of the video, and then after the declutter I'm going to count my items again so we can see how much of a difference I make throughout this declutter. I think you may be pretty surprised by the amount of items that I have, because I was really surprised. And I was pretty honest and ruthless with myself throughout this whole declutter. So I hope that honesty can kind of encourage you and motivate you throughout your own declutters as well. Okay, I am going to get started. I am in my decluttering outfit. I feel a little bit like Catwoman. Meow. I'm going to start by counting the items in my wardrobe. And then another thing that I want to do at the end of this is to turn my hangers around the opposite way. And then as I use the items, put them around the right way, because that's something, technique that I've also heard of so many times and I have never tried it myself. It's a good way of tracking like what you're wearing throughout your wardrobe, and I've just always been too lazy to give it a try. So today's the day where I'm going to turn all the hangers around. I think the biggest challenge today is definitely going to be my jeans. I have a lot of jeans, so I'm looking forward to getting that done. And I'm actually listening to a YouTube video at the moment on my phone. So I don't know if anyone watches Caroline Winkler. She's like an interior designer in the States, and she is just so kooky and so funny. She has such a great personality, so I'm just watching her videos as I'm doing the declutter. Let's go. As I am decluttering my wardrobe today, I'll take you through some items that I'm saying goodbye to, but I suggest you play this video throughout your own wardrobe declutters for encouragement and moral support. If you have just finished my closet curation series, you'll know that I think it's really important to do reflective work and understand your style preferences before doing any wardrobe declutters, because this will help you curate your wardrobe in a more thoughtful way. I wrote down how many items I had in my wardrobe and broke up the list into the following categories: tops, sweaters and cardigans, trousers, jeans, shorts and skirts, jackets and coats, dresses and jumpsuits, shoes, and bags. I didn't include any activewear, swimwear, hats, or jewellery. I counted everything in my wardrobe before decluttering. Fanta was very concerned with me moving around the bedroom so much. If I don't stay in one spot, he just follows me around everywhere. Okay, so I've just finished counting everything that I own, and I am quite surprised with the amount of things that I have. And Fanta's going wild. For me it feels like a lot, but maybe for other people it might not feel like a lot. But as I was counting it and going through it, counting my tops, I was like, do I really have 50 tops? That feels like a lot of tops to have, especially for someone who feels like they've really like curated their wardrobe. I do feel like 50 tops is a lot. So basically I counted everything except for my activewear and my swimwear, and it came up to 183 items. So I actually don't know whether that is a lot or not. I'm just gonna like Google it. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think that's a lot? I feel like it's a lot, but someone else might feel like that's not a lot of items at all. So let's just Google, how many clothes do the average person own? There we go. Most survey respondents seem to have between 77 to 155 pieces in their wardrobe, with few outliers in the 300 plus range. So yeah, I am like above the average. This is just according to capsulewardrobedata.com. I don't know how reliable that source is, but love going to Google for this kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know, 183 feels like a lot. Like, I don't want to have this many clothes. My wardrobe does feel a little cramped at the moment. I have my hanging rack on the side, which I've started using now, which makes me feel like I'm got more clothes than I need. I did get gifted like 3 new pairs of shoes recently, which the gifting from brands is obviously awesome, but it does like make you accumulate clothes a lot quicker than if you weren't getting gifted clothing, I guess. I want to get really honest with myself with this declutter and honest with you guys. I think there's a lot of things that, sorry, someone's just taking out the bins. I think there's a lot of things in my wardrobe that I'm holding on to because I think you guys would like to see it styled. And this is probably the biggest dilemma that I come to with most of my declutters is if I get rid of like this shirt that I use for styling in videos, what if I don't show enough variety to my subscribers anymore? And what I've come to realize post lots of reflection is that I think the more important thing than showing you guys variety is probably showing you guys a realistic wardrobe and one that truly has been curated and represents my true preferences and my true style. I think that's a better way of teaching you guys how to find your own is by showing you mine. I think previous to this, I've always tried to focus on like showing you guys variety and showing, oh, now they're mowing the lawn, whatever. Previous to this, I think I've been focused on trying to like show you variety and I might have to stop myself from talking now, but I think you get the point. Do you get the point? I'm going to continue decluttering and I'd love to know your thoughts on this below. But right now I am going to focus on showing you guys my true style and not worry so much about trying to please everyone out there, you know? So I'm just going to keep that in mind while I'm decluttering, and I think that will help me be really honest with today's declutter. All right, we're starting with 183 items. So let's go. This bag, I love it. I got it from a vintage store. It's really cool, but since I got it, which is months ago, I really haven't been reaching for it. It has this beautiful clasp, and honestly, for me as a mum, like this is just, it's just a bit finicky, you know? It's not realistic. And I do have my brown over the body bag that has a nice easy zip and can be cleaned really easily as well and fits everything I need in there. So I'm just going to keep this one and I'm going to redonate that one. On the topic of bags, this bad boy I've had for years. It was one of the first things I was ever gifted on my YouTube channel. It is a very unethical brand, but I've kept it for years. It's cute, obviously really cute, but I never reach for it. I only use it for styling videos, and I think I like the way that it looks, but I don't use it because it's so tough. Like it's like, it's just like not a nice, comfortable bag to wear. I get that it looks cool and it's that structure and stuff, but it's just like realistic for me. No. Okay, I went and got myself a coffee because I am freezing in the house. And I'm gonna chuck on a jumper. Meow. What's that for time? He can't decide whether he wants to be in the room or out of the room. The door's closed, buddy. You wanna be in or out? Come on. I think I'm also going to get some spray and wipe because as I am decluttering, I am seeing dust. So I think I may as well just clean the cupboards in the meantime. Ooh, that's better. It's freezing. Meow. Why don't you come say hi to everyone? Hello. Where do you want to be? I love regularly decluttering and organising my wardrobe as it gives me a good chance to clean it properly too. I really enjoy taking care of my wardrobe. It hasn't always been like this, but in the past 4 or so years, since I've made the effort to work on my personal style, I found that naturally I just wanted my space to be more organised and easy to navigate as well. Oh, dusty. Most nights before going to bed, I make sure everything is put away properly, on the hangers correctly, folded nicely. This way, when it does come to decluttering, organising and cleaning, it's never a huge daunting task. It's usually just a touch-up. Do you want to go out? Bye-bye. Today's declutter is mostly a touch-up, but it's also the first time I've decided to actually declutter those items that I've been holding on to for styling purposes and that don't truly represent my personal style. I'm just cutting this tag off my PJs because it's right at the top of my neck, and when I wear my PJs, it really itches the back of my neck. It's so uncomfortable, especially when I sleep at nighttime, so I'm just cutting that off, which I've wanted to do for so long, but I haven't done it. And it's like, why do we put these things off? Because honestly, they just take like 2 seconds, even though this is the most giant tag ever. And it will probably take me a little bit more than 2 seconds. It's one of those things that's going to make such a difference. I love my flannelette pajamas, but this tag is disgusting. Oh, it's done. I love this brand, by the way. Kip & Co. make really fun stuff. It's like ethically made, but if anyone's watching from their design team, this tag has to go. Not that anyone from their design team would just be watching my random videos on YouTube, but anyway. Something I've shared before in previous organisation videos is my little wardrobe bin. Labelled, of course, but literally this little old Tupperware container I keep in my wardrobe, and for things like this, honestly, this little bin fills up so quickly. You'd be so surprised. Having something like this in your bedroom is so nice, because otherwise I might just like leave this on my bedside table if I'm not running to the kitchen anytime soon, and it can mean that little bits of rubbish can accumulate quite easily. So having a little bin in your room just means you've got somewhere to put it, and then you just empty this every now and then. Saves you from having to run into another room. Also, having that wardrobe scissors is really handy as well, because like tags and threads and all those kind of things that you want to cut off things sometimes. Back to work. I am now watching cooking videos from Rainbow Plant Life. Great cooking videos. She's doing a video about how to make chickpeas taste amazing. So she's got 6 different recipes. Yay. If you would like a specific list of items to donate from your wardrobe, I'll direct you to my other recent wardrobe decluttering video, where I provide a list alongside lots of questions to ask yourself as you are decluttering, so that you get the most out of your wardrobe declutter. Does anyone else have the Suzanne LeConte striped sweater? Buckle up, we're about to talk about it now. Okay guys, this is a big moment. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I might, maybe, I'm not sure, maybe, I might sell my Suzanne LeConte jumper. Should I? I don't know if it's just my jumper or if it's all of the Suzanne LeConte jumpers, but the length of the arms on this, for me, feels a little short. So when I put my arms up like that, it kind of like goes up to there, and I don't love that. So whenever I'm wearing this jumper, I am always putting my sleeves up on purpose like that to make it look like it's more on purpose, because when it's down, I prefer them to be just like over my wrist and my hand a little bit, and it gives that kind of like ruffled texture in a jumper, as opposed to like it just being all straight and finishing at your wrist at an awkward place there. Does that make sense? But the thing is, I got this secondhand, so I don't know if maybe it was shrunk or if this is a common thing with this jumper and that's just the way it was to begin with. So please let me know in the comments below if you have this jumper. It is also short in the arms, or is it just mine? Other than that, like, I love the jumper itself, and it's a really good one for in between weather. So maybe I do keep it. Food for thought. I will keep it for now. This might have been hanging in my closet for like 4 years, and I've never worn it out of the house. I feel like it's hanging in my closet because like I should have a chunky chain. Like I'm meant to have a chunky chain in my jewelry collection, because it's just like one of the things that you should have, but I don't wear it. sitting down on my bed for a break now. I have just been through my closets. I've done a lot of work off camera because my camera died and I didn't realize that the battery ran out. But I was in the zone and I did about an hour's work in both of my closets, went through everything, and I'm gonna go through a few of the items that I'm decluttering now and kind of giving my reasonings. And then I'm gonna let you know how many items I decluttered and how many items I've ended up with. So we've gone from 183 to... I'm also munching on some pea crisps. I turned all my hangers around in the wardrobes too. I didn't do a lot of decluttering for my summer stuff. There were a few summer things that I knew I could get rid of, but there was a lot that I was like, I'm gonna wait till summer comes around so I know what to declutter. Whereas my winter stuff, I felt so much more clear with whether I wanted it or not, because I'm actually in winter right now and I know whether I'm gonna be wearing those things or not. Firstly, I have this merino wool scarf, which is actually a really beautiful scarf, but I'm really bad with wool, especially around my neck. And if I have a scarf that I want to keep warm around my neck, I want it to be cotton because I just get scratchy and itchy. And this is a beautiful piece. It's hardly been worn. I love it so much, but I'm going to sell it because it is obviously like so stunning. Along the same lines of that, I also have a lovely old jumper from Anna Pelly. I got this at a sample sale and it's also wool and high neck. I do really love the look of this and everything, but each time I put it on, it itches me quite a lot around the neck too. So I'm just gonna be honest and get rid of that one as well. I think I'll probably donate that one. I think it's looking a bit like ratty to sell, but someone will absolutely devour that in a charity shop, I think. Now, I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but I'm going to be decluttering my Veja chunky trainers. I'm sad about it, but with my arthritis in my toes, they really, really aggravate my arthritis in my toes. And when I'm going out now for long walks, if I know I'm going out for a long time, I wear my barefoot trainers because I just get zero pain in them. So I also got given these by my mother-in-law to be. Alex's mum gave me these because they don't fit her. So they kind of like are really similar, but these ones give me far less pain than these. These ones give me pain as soon as I put them on. These ones I can wear for like a couple of hours and then I get a bit sore. Pretty sad about it, but I have the other ones if I want to have that kind of look. But to be honest, I'm just wearing my barefoot trainers so much at the moment because they're the ones that give me no pain. Okay, so those are decluttered. And then another shoe that I'm going to be decluttering is these guys, which you guys haven't seen yet because they're very new. Like I haven't even worn them out of the house. And by new, I mean secondhand. I got them for like $20 off Depop because I really, really wanted to test the chunky loafer trend out. And I have been trying outfits with these and absolutely love the look of them, but they are so incredibly uncomfortable around my toes. But they're cool, like they're really nice and someone will like them, someone will feel comfortable in them, but for my toes, it's just not okay. So I'm going to be decluttering these. However, I am going to hold on to them for a little while because I'm going to be talking about shoes in a lot of upcoming videos, and I just want to use these because I know you guys are struggling to style chunky shoes. So I'm going to use these as a styling piece in those videos, but then I'm going to say goodbye to them. Now in terms of clothes that I'm decluttering, this jacket, pea coat, super cute, love it, love everything about it. Got it secondhand. It's in fantastic condition. It's beautiful. I just haven't been able to finish off any outfits with it. It's never the coat that I reach for. I try put it on. I put it on top of dresses. I put it on top with jeans and it just doesn't work. And I think it also might be the color. So I do obviously like this color, like I'm wearing it right now, but for a coat, I think I would prefer this in a really deep navy, and then I'd be able to wear it with more of my bottoms. It's like I wear like blue jeans quite a lot too, and I just found that it was quite harsh, this color with the blue jeans. I didn't love it. So yeah, I think it is a beautiful piece. It's one of those things that is a really nice piece, but it doesn't really work with a lot of my items. But this one I'm going to sell because I think it's stunning and someone will love that. Yeah.
Have some pasta soup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I apologize. Alex had just made me lunch. We had some filled pasta, mushroom and truffle delicious. Just because we just got back from Italy last week and I haven't had enough pasta, you know? Where were we? So, jeans. Jeans are my weakness. I'm also holding on to a lot of jeans that don't fit. And I think my taste in jeans changed significantly over the past like 3 years. I used to really like a nice tight jean up the top of my body. But I think now being a mum with a toddler, like I can't have things so tight around that area anymore. I want to be able to move, get up and down easily. So a lot of my jeans now are a bit looser up the top and allow me a bit more movement. The first is this pair of Rouge jeans. I've wanted these for years. I got them secondhand. They're kind of like a wider leg at the bottom. They're so gorgeous and I love the look of them on other people. In a size 26, which they fit me around the waist really well. But the pockets, because I don't have like hips, they kind of sit like this on me, as opposed to like being able to see a little bit more jean on the side. I'll show you a video of them on. And also, they're a really low rise, like the lowest rise of jeans that I have seen in a while. And on my body, when I see them on other people, they don't look that low. So that just goes to show that like things turn up so differently on different body shapes. I just can't do it. I put them on and I just don't feel comfortable, which is so sad because in terms of the jean, they're so soft and light. They're the perfect length. They go so long down to the ground for me. They're not too wide of a flare. I just don't think they were made for me, and that's okay. I'm gonna resell them and someone else will love them. So that's in the sell pile. Speaking of jeans having too much of a flare, I bought these Rollers jeans secondhand. I like Rollers jeans. I try to get them secondhand because they're not super ethical, but they look really good on me and they feel really amazing to wear. So these are a size 26, Aussie 8. They fit me really well. They're so soft, comfortable with a little bit of stretch. And I love this big cuff at the bottom, but they're such a wide flare, like so wide. And like, I like a flare jean, don't get me wrong, but these are like Hecker's flare. And I thought about cutting them into shorts or like getting the flare taken in and stuff like that. But like, I have so many jeans that it just seems a bit silly to pay to get these taken in when I do really have other ones. So they just weren't right for me again, and that's okay. I think someone else will really like them. So they're going in my sell pile. And then I am decluttering my black jeans because literally I don't wear them. Straight up, don't wear black jeans. Haven't for like 4 years. And I never reach for them. I only use them for styling videos. I'm just gonna sell them, I think. They're a really nice jean and they're really soft and thin, not too thick, which is nice to have a couple of like thinner pairs of jeans. Very good quality, but I just don't wear them. And I like the way that they look. I just don't wear them. Like, I'm just being honest, I don't wear them. So like, sometimes we do declutter things that we think are nice, we think look good on, but if you're really not wearing them, you just gotta be honest with yourself. Yeah, I'm gonna sell them. And then my Everlane Cheeky jeans. These have been worn to death and still in amazing condition. I think these are a really nice jean, but they're just not my style anymore. And they're a bit too short on me. I would like these in a slightly more wider leg. They're quite skinny at the bottom at my ankle, and then they're quite short. So I think, what is that? It looks like a chia seed. Who else just starts sneezing when they declutter? Okay, I think I'm just gonna donate them. Some lucky person is gonna be very happy with them. They're a black trouser, very good quality, in amazing condition from Country Road, from when I worked at Country Road. Another great example of an item that I think is beautiful, I think looks lovely on, but I just never reach for it. And I've been kidding myself holding on to these for years because I just don't wear them. Straight up, don't wear them. Really, they just cause me anxiety every time I look at them in my cupboard because I'm like, should I be wearing them? Someone's gonna love them. These two singlets I'm saying goodbye to, not because I don't like them, but because I just had to get them both in a size smaller. So they're from Booty, they're just basic ribbed singlets. Absolutely love them. Got them both in a size small, but they're too big. I've replaced them in a size extra small. I actually might just turn this one into a summer sleep singlet. I love Booty basics for anyone looking for like ethical basics in Australia. I love their ribbed stuff, but their stuff that isn't ribbed is quite shiny and like, I think it's like made from bamboo or tencel or something. But it has that shine to it, if you know what I mean. And I don't like them for my basic t-shirts. I much prefer like a top that doesn't have that shine to it for my basics, but for their ribbed, I absolutely love their ribbed stuff. To finish it off, I am getting rid of these 3 dresses. This one I love the look of boho. I've worn it in lots of videos and stuff, but every time I put it on I feel pale. I feel sick. I look at myself in the mirror and I go, ugh. We've just got to trust our instinct with these types of things, especially if I wear it with like no makeup. Today I've got a little bit of makeup on, so maybe it doesn't make me look as bad, but it's just not right for me. So I'm going to, I think I'll sell that. It's a really lovely dress. And then this one too, I actually really love this. It's a bit deeper. Still got that pink in it, but it's a bit deeper with the colors. And this I think looks really nice on me. It's a really old dress though. I was gifted it when I first started my YouTube channel. I love the patterns of it. It's very me now, the style. However, it's a polyester and every single time I put it on, I sweat and I stink. So that's gross. And it's just like one of those things that I don't reach for because of that reason. And it's sad because like I love it and it's very me and I know that it's very me and my style now, but I have so many dresses that are much better quality. Like all my daughters have India dresses that are like similar vibes, so I'm just going to stick with those ones. And then on a similar note, this bodycon stretchy dress, I must have got it when I was pregnant, I think. It's a secondhand dish, really nice. However, it must have some sort of like bad fabric in it. Yeah, 65 viscose, 35 nylon. It's so funny when you start wearing clothes that are all made from natural fibers, you really start to notice when you're wearing something that is made of something that's not natural. When I put this on, I just get a little itch. I feel a little hot. I can't breathe in it. And this is like a summer-ish dress. Comfort is key these days. So now what I want to do is go through my wardrobe, count everything again, and see how many items I'm down to. So we started with 183. Let's go count my wardrobe. Okay, so I've taken a note of how many of each item I have, so I'm just going to add them up now to see what the total is. 31 equals, ooh, 141. I think that's way better, considering like I thought I'd gotten it down. I've managed to get rid of 42 items in the space of like 2 hours. I think that's massive. Do I think that there is more in my cupboard to go? Yeah. So I think my summer stuff, like I said, I want to go through that when the seasons are right. I think it will be easier for me to understand. I also think I've kept more jackets than I should have. There's a lot of jackets and coats that I'm not wearing still, but they're really good quality and I find it really hard to get rid of them, but I've definitely cut it back and I've done well. So I think this is one of the many things that I've learned from decluttering my wardrobe and my entire house, is that the first declutter is a big one, but you make more difference when you return to the decluttering a second time or a third time or a fourth time and really start to get honest with yourself and really start to see the patterns and the things that you struggle to declutter. So I think for me, coats and jackets is definitely one of those things, but each wardrobe declutter I come back to, there are items that I see in a completely different light, and that happens around my house as well. I'll think that I've decluttered my entire kitchen and everything in there I use, and then I'll come back and do another declutter and I'll say, you know what, I actually don't use those mugs and I don't use those cups and we don't need that, we never use that. Sometimes you don't see it in that first declutter, and I think that's something definitely to note, is don't think that your declutter has to be like perfect. Just do a declutter, see how it goes, and then maybe a few months later do another one, because that next one you'll end up decluttering more and you'll be surprised by it. So after doing this process, it's quite eye-opening to actually write down the individual items of what I had at the beginning and then what I was able to declutter and compare the numbers and stuff. It was really eye-opening to me to see that I had 183 items to begin with. Like, that just shook me, and I think a bit of a wake-up call as well, because that's not the amount of clothes that I know I need. Like, I love fashion and I'm trying to do it so much more mindfully these days and be conscious of what I'm bringing in, curating my wardrobe, but I definitely don't need that much. And I think the reason I got up to so many items for me personally was because I did a lot of closet curation over the past 12 months and brought in new items, but I never played like the one in, one out rule. So I think that's how I ended up accumulating more than I needed or wanted. But what'll be interesting going forward is seeing how I go with all the hangers facing the wrong way, and I'll report back to you guys and let you know how I go with that. But I hope this video has motivated you to get some decluttering done and be super honest with yourself and not make it feel like it has to be this huge, daunting task. Just spend a couple of hours and see what happens. Do it again in a few months' time. If you want to see more decluttering videos from me, I've listed a playlist on the screen now that you can watch, and don't forget to subscribe because I've got lots of shoe content coming out soon. I know that's what a lot of you guys want to see. So it's good to be back, and I'll see you in the next one.